The entire idea of what it takes to start a business, it's been completely turned on its head. So today, we're going to break down the tools that make it possible to go from a simple idea to a full-blown online store faster than you probably ever thought possible. I mean, we've all been there, right? That bolt of lightning idea that hits you in the middle of the night. It's exciting, maybe a little terrifying, and you scribble it down on a notepad thinking, yeah, I'll get to this someday. But what if someday was like right now? What if that massive gap between having the idea and actually doing something about it just completely disappeared? Well, that's exactly the world we're living in now. To really get how massive the shift is, we first have to talk about what we're leaving behind. Because, let's be honest, the old way of starting an online business was a total headache. I mean, think about it. The old way was all about endless planning, trying to find a developer who wouldn't flake, dealing with complicated code, and spending a ton of money up front. It was so slow and so stressful. The Shopify way, on the other hand, is all about instant setup, zero code customization, and having a platform that just handles all the messy, complicated stuff for you. The barrier to entry has literally crumbled. So, how is this even possible? Well, the first huge piece of the puzzle is artificial intelligence. And we're not just talking about writing a few emails here. We're talking about building your entire digital storefront just by describing it. And this brings us to this really cool concept called vibe coding. You can forget about learning HTML or JavaScript. Vibe coding is like having this genius developer who's on call for you 24/7. You just describe your vision in plain English, and the AI translates your vibe into a real working website. It's wild. And here's just how simple this whole process becomes. Step 1, you just type out your idea. Seriously, that's it. Step 2, an AI tool like Lovable, for example, instantly builds the front end. That's the beautiful storefront your customers will see. And then step 3, Shopify just handles the entire back end. That's all the machinery that makes a store actually work. Payments, shipping, inventory, all of it. Just to give you a sense of how fast this is, imagine you want to sell hot sauce. You could just tell the AI to build a quiz that matches people to their perfect sauce based on how much spice they like. A feature like that used to take a developer hours, maybe even days to build. Now, you can do it yourself in minutes. Okay, so the AI has built you a store. Awesome. But how do you make it feel like your brand and not just some generic template? Well, that brings us to our next big idea, customizing everything without writing a single line of code. And this is all possible because of what Shopify calls Online Store 2.0. When you pair that with a modern theme like Dawn, you've basically got a framework that's designed for total creative control. It puts all the power right back in your hands. So what does this actually let you do? Well, it gives you incredible flexibility. You're not just editing the homepage anymore. You can drag and drop sections on any page. You can add cool stuff like videos, build beautiful image collages. And the best part is, it's all designed to look perfect on a phone, which, let's face it, is where most people are shopping anyway. Okay, but what about the more advanced stuff? Let's say you want to build trust with your customers, adding things like customer reviews or a live chat feature. That sounds like it would be complicated, right? Nope. Not anymore. With something called App Blocks, you can literally drag powerful features from the Shopify App Store and just drop them right onto your page. It's as easy as rearranging the apps on your phone. You can add a whole review section right below your product description in like 5 seconds. All right, here's another classic problem. What if your products need special information? Like a care guide for a sweater or an ingredients list for a snack. In the past, this was a nightmare that required custom coding. This is where meta fields come in, and they are a total game changer. They solve that exact problem. They let you create these custom information fields for anything. You can add a care guide field to your clothes or a product subtitle for a quick summary. This gives customers all the little details they need to feel confident enough to click buy. So you've built your store, you've customized it, and you did it in record time. Now comes the most important part, finding customers. The strategy now isn't just waiting for them to find you. It's about going out and selling where they already are. And where are they? Well, a huge number of them are on YouTube. According to Shopify's research, there are over 800 billion videos on the platform. That's not just an audience, that's a whole universe of potential customers. And you don't need to be a marketing wizard to get found on YouTube. Shopify's own guides point to some really simple SEO wins. We're talking about stuff like renaming your video file with your keyword before you upload it, or even just saying your keyword out loud early in your video. These tiny tweaks can make a massive difference in getting discovered. And then there's live shopping. You can connect your Shopify store directly to YouTube and sell products during a live stream. You can create urgency by showing you only have a few items left, use close-ups to really show off the product quality, and let people buy with a single click without ever leaving the stream. It is so powerful. This all points to a whole new mindset. Mark McDonald, who's a content marketing lead at Shopify, he said it best. You're not just a store anymore. You're a media company. You create content that people love, and your products are just a natural part of that world you're building. So let's bring it all home. Building a store used to be the biggest hurdle. Now, with AI, you can do it in minutes. Customizing it used to require a developer. Now you can do it with simple drag-and-drop tools. And reaching customers? That used to be a huge, complex challenge, and now you can sell directly inside the world's biggest video platform. The old way is truly over. Which brings us right back to where we started. That idea that's keeping you up at night, it's not some distant dream anymore. The tools are here, they're easy to use, and they're just waiting for you. So the only question left is, what are you going to build?